Welcome back from that short break. You're still watching New Vision TV News. We broadcast from the New Vision newsroom. We now take a look at the news in business.
In business today, oil prices surged nearly 20% at one point today, with Brent crude posting its biggest intraday gain since the Gulf War in 1991, after an attack on Saudi Arabian oil facilities at the weekend halved the kingdom's production. Prices came off their peaks after U.S. President Donald Trump authorized the use of his country's emergency stockpile to ensure stable supply. Brent crude futures, the international benchmark, rose as much as 19.5% to $71.95 US per barrel, the biggest intraday jump since January 14, 1991. By 1100 GMT, the contract was at $65.38, up $5.16 or 8.6%. The drone attacks on plants in the heartland of Saudi Arabia's oil industry hit the world's biggest petroleum processing facility, as well as the nearby oil field, both of which are operated by energy giant Aramco. The kingdom is the world's biggest oil exporter, shipping more than 7 million barrels daily. Saudi stocks stood at 188 million barrels in June, according to official data. Drivers will not immediately see an increase at the pump, according to international energy policy expert Professor Nick Butler.
That is it for News in Business. We look at our daily Pearl of Africa series. Today it is Wanale Hill. Now this hill is located in Mbale district, 6 miles from Mbale city center, eastern region in Uganda. Many people go to Wanale to get the experience of a clear view of Mbale city. Wanale gives you a chance to see people while at its top. A group of travelers dare to climb this hill. We have the expedition in pictures. This group of travelers embarked on a journey to Wanale Hill found in Mbale district. It took the group close to 3 hours from Kampala to Mbale, which is approximately 240 kilometers by road. On arrival in Mbale town, reaching the base of the hill took close to 20 minutes. They then set off to climb the hill, which is at the height of 6,864 feet. Wanale can be seen from all areas in Mbale and neighboring districts. It covers a huge portion of Bugisu's land surface. Mbale town literally lies at its foot. The locals refer to Wanale as Bugisu's temple of nature. The waters that flow from Wanale spread to most rivers in the country. This also gave room for the travelers to take pictures and cool before they continued climbing up the hill. Named after one of the sons of Masaba, the patriarch of Bugisu, Wanale is believed to be the place where Nabara, the Kalenjin woman who prevailed upon Masaba to get circumcised before they got married, came from on her way from Kenya. Wanale lived on top of the mountain. Friends from Bugisu call him Singoho, or someone who likes chicken. The Baganda chose to name the mountain in Kokonjeru because of the many white chicken Wanale reared. When you reach up the hill, the view is astonishing. It gives you the satisfaction of taking on the 30 minutes of climbing it. For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website, which is newvision.co.ug/Pearl of Africa. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventure, so grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories. We move on to our special report today.
She was a passionate painter, a textile designer and arts curator when calamity befell her one fateful morning in 2008. Rita Nemanja had gone to work at Makerere Art Gallery when she suddenly felt dizzy and fell down. This marked the beginning of a 6-year hospital experience that drained all her family finances and left her blind. Before she left hospital in 2014, Namanja's illness started with a strong headache that progressively worsened. Her eyes popped out of the sockets and the neck stiffened and had a burning sensation all around the eyes. Doctors carried out tests but could not find the cause of her condition. After 3 years of medical tests, doctors recommended an MRI, which is a magnetic resonance imaging scan, which costs 556,000 at some of Kampala's hospitals. However, she abandoned the test because she could not afford it. It was during this trying period, after many of Namanja's friends had abandoned her, that Godfrey Chivumbi, her boyfriend of many years, proposed to marry her. The couple walked down the aisle on June 23, 2009. Chivumbi and Namanja got married at Namirembe Cathedral in an emotional occasion that excited as much as saddened Namanja. They have been blessed with 2 children, Amazing Grace Chirabo, 12, and Trinity Godfrey Chivumbi, 3 years. By 2014, Chivumbi had run out of funds to pay for Namanja's medical bills. Namanja had also lost hope of recovering her sight. She then decided to find something for herself. One day, she walked up to Pastor John Van Porier's church in Makerere to share her story. She had listened to him on radio and wanted his help. He asked her to organize an art exhibition, which he offered to host at his church grounds. The exhibition showcased some of Namanja's earlier paintings and jewelry. It won her clients and, most importantly, boosted her confidence. She thereafter teamed up with her artist friends and started selling their artworks at the church. On March 28, 2015, she reopened Magezi Art Exhibition Center at Namirembe Guest House following years of closure. At Magezi, Namanja paints and sells her own paintings. She also sells other artists' work in addition to training young artists. She also holds art workshops for people with disabilities. It is from these activities that she earns a living. Her eyes are as clear as crystal, but look closely at her and you will notice that the seemingly pristine eyes are hollow, blinking balls inside her whites. Keep around and you will see her daughter Amazing Grace Chirabo help her walk around. Chirabo also helps her vend her work to increase their earnings.
It's the girl who always talks. She's like, excuse me, my name is Amazing Grace. My mom Rita here doesn't see, but she does wonderful artwork. You see, we have a magazine called Art Mirror. You see, in our magazine, this is what she does. This is she has a gallery. This is a flyer for our gallery. Can you visit and sponsor us, please? Or maybe can you buy some of our jewelry? Others will embrace us. Other people, the owners of the restaurant, will say, no, you go away. Others will say, come on in and sell, please. So sometimes when we've not sold, literally Amazing Grace has to talk to someone that, please, we've been selling, but we've not gotten any money. At least if you can help us with transport. And some people are kind, some are not. So we have to foot from where we are selling from to our destination.
She narrates that this was really tough.
When I go to sell and people slam doors, and when I go to maybe an office and someone thinks that we've come to beg, yet even sometimes we just come with an invitation letter to invite them for our exhibition. You reach there, they think maybe she's come to beg. And even this person who is chasing you is much younger than you, like 10 years younger, and they just don't want to answer you. You're like, hello, I don't see you, but I need your help. Before even you talk, they are not even answering. And when my daughter is holding my hand, she just squeezes me. That's a sign that, Mommy, we are rejected, let's move on.
But she has found a way to cope with the stigma.
Moving with my young daughter around, selling our art, I have to be strong for her. One, I don't want her to know that I'm hurt. So sometimes I keep on telling her jokes. Amazing Grace, do you know that one day I'm going to see you again? Do you know that? So I keep on talking to her, but it's such a nice experience that I get an opportunity to advise her about life, like a mother would do. So I'm telling her, this is how life is. So I get an opportunity to pumping my advice as a mother, because I'm always with her. But when we are rejected, sometimes she's a quiet girl, but sometimes it's too much on her, and she's like, "Mommy, when I get money, you don't have to move around like this again. You never be rejected." I'm like, amen. So it's always like a mother and child talk. We always encourage each other.
Amazing Grace Chirabo, her 12-year-old daughter of Trinity Godfrey Chivumbi, her 3-year-old son, or some adult guiding. All this has taken a toll on Chirabo, Namayanja's daughter.
Made me feel depressed, and each and every question that was in my heart and my mind was like, why me, Lord? Why is it me that I have a blind mom? But it's kept on haunting me. When I go to school, my teachers talk about it, the depressing thinking again comes back. Why me, Lord? I even cry because I was like, this is a curse. Other moms are coming for their children, hugging them, and I'm like, God, this is supposed to be my mom. Why me? But I got to realize that God does everything for a reason.
But it has also inspired her to write a book.
And despite the fact that she's blind, she's taken care of me for these 12 years. And I've decided to show it to the world using this book, Nurtured by a Blind Mother and the Courage to Believe. This book's inspiration is from seeing my mother struggling a lot, getting for me the school fees, taking care of my siblings, making sure we have gone to bed with a full stomach. All the struggles she's gone through, climbing all those steps for my sake, to go to the head teacher to only explain that she didn't have money. She has strived a lot for me. So I've written this book about my life, how it felt, how she led me through the journey of hard work.
One would really ask, how does Namayanja paint without seeing?
This one, I use the knife. So I keep on like using my palette knife, go around like this. Because it's coming down the storm, like you see a mountain, because I don't see, right now it's a finished product. So I'll go around following the tactile I talked about. You see, the shape is in tactile, and the effect, this one you see, came from the dust. I get the dust, the glue, that is the wood glue, and the acrylics. So I'll put it to make an effect of the mountain, like you see. I call it calming down anxiety because I just see the flow of water, it's coming to the mountain. But we should stand still in the face of misfortune and anxiety and be like this mountain and stand still. So this is my current painting.
Come to think of it, how does she design textiles?
After gather, now the method I first, the one you see, my number one method is the bleaching in my fabric decoration. Now I'm going to design another one because this one, according to my guide, it's a lighter color. So I can't use the bleaching method. So I'll have to use other dyes. And when I've organized it in my desired way, what I'll do, I'll use chemicals like caustic soda, where I have to mix my spoons of caustic soda and a few spoons of sodium, and I put my desired color of that dyes.
The experiences may be tough, but these have become lessons to visually impaired Namayanja.
All this which I'm passing through, or which I've passed through, has taught me that please, Rita, every time you meet a negative person, someone who is telling you cannot do this, or why have you done this, or you're blind, you can't do this, I've chosen to switch off every negative experience, every negative talk, every negative action. I've chosen in my mind, if someone is negative and they've come to shut me down, I ignore them. So I've decided to be a positive thinker. I think for positive, and I've designed my mind to think that tough times never last, but tough people do. So I'm like, Rita, this is not the end of the world. If it's putting on a dress, be the smartest you can be. If it's like looking good, do it. If it's putting on like a good hairstyle, do it, because you're still alive. So I try to make sure my heart is happy, my mind is happy, and I always smile. So people who see me in this blind state will see me smile and say, where does she get this joy? But it's within me. So that's why I do the art, because art to me is like a wake up, like I feel joy again. So I've taught it even to my daughter and my son.
Despite the challenges, Namanja's made good progress, organizing 8 artist exhibitions in 2 years. She's also curated a visual arts magazine called The Art Mirror. Her work has won her plaudits, including a Presidential Golden Medal Award on March 8, 2016, for her contribution towards empowering communities through art. Despite her trials, Rita Namanja continues to defy all odds to succeed, confirming that with the right mindset, no mountain is too high to climb. Story by Stephen Senkaba for New Vision TV.
That is all I had for you today. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website, which is newvision.co.ug/video. You can also follow us on social media. Facebook is the New Vision, Twitter is @NewVisionWire, Instagram is @NewVisionWire, and our YouTube channel is New Vision TV. Catch up with me on my Twitter handle. I am Ruth the Voice. I end with a fact file.